Happy Turkey Day, everybody! For those that are actually celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. And this is another Q&A. Wow. This is actually done the night before. This is not done on Thanksgiving night because if it was on Thanksgiving night, well, honestly, I really wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here talking to you. I'd pretty much be in bed trying to digest every ounce of food that I've had in my stomach that day. But anyway, this is another Q&A. Thanks you guys for sending me so many questions. And also there were probably some questions that I skipped about a month ago and I'm just now noticing them. So for guys, don't put them on the actual comment section on the video because if you do, I'm not going to get it. And the last thing I want to do is to skip over anyone that sends me questions because I really do cherish the fact that you guys send me questions and I thank you so much. So I'm going to get started on the ones that I've already skipped. I will go to Twitter and then back to YouTube. Let's get started with the ones I've skipped from Get the Hook. Get the Hook asks me, what is your opinion on Jamie Noble? The whole redneck gimmick kind of got really old really fast, but unfortunately around that time was when blue collar everything was like all over the place. And Jamie Noble, I kind of knew that his gimmick was going to wear out really fast, especially with him and Nydia. So I don't know, he's kind of got on my nerves. I know he was a great talent. He had a lot going for him, but his whole redneck gimmick just didn't work for me. That's just me. But it was kind of sad that he just kind of vanished just out of the blue, and so did Nydia. But I think that was like bound to happen. And your next question that Get the Hook sends me is, what is your opinion of Oksana? I thought Oksana was like some kind of a whole Russian gimmick thing going. But honestly, she's actually from, I think she's from the Czech Republic. I can't remember what she's supposed to be from. But she's the whole like, I don't know, saxophone in the background, her being hot and everything. I will say this, she's pretty much the realest woman that I have seen in the Divas division so far. She has hips, she has boobs. That's her shape, that's her figure. All of that is hers. And that's the first time I've ever seen that, ever. And honestly, I think she's not a bad wrestler. She's not bad. I mean, unfortunately, she needed some kind of a feud just to pump her up. But I really do think that she's a good talent. I think her talent is being wasted, unfortunately. But she is fairly attractive, and those curves are actually hers. So it's kind of refreshing to act as a woman to see a real woman with real curves. That's just all I have to say about that. And I'm really impressed by that. But let's move on to some of my Twitter questions that are on here now. Honestly, they're all pretty much by largest 85. I do thank you for sending me all these questions, but I'm only going to do 3 of them since you sent me 6, because I don't really want this Q&A to go on 20 minutes. So I'm just going to do 3 of them, and then the next Q&A, I'm going to do the other 3. So let's get started on the first one that you sent me. Would a team of Tamina and Lady Tappa be good or bad? Bad. Well, actually, it will be good in the sense that they will be the most dominant team since... they'll be the most dominant team since the Divas of Destruction that pretty much fell flat really early. And I would love to actually see 2 Amazonian women form like some kind of a alliance that would like literally decimate every diva in the Divas division, to whether it would actually inspire them to work on their craft and actually fight against somebody like that. They will be the best opponents for any of these model divas to go against, because it would actually be a challenge for them. So I really want that to happen, and that'll be good in that sense. And I guess I would say bad because I want them to be heels. Like seriously, they will be like the best female heels tag team ever. And they will literally just decimate every diva on there, and that will be a great thing for me, an awesome thing for me. I guess in that sense, if that's pretty much what I tried to say in a horrible way. When will Caitlyn turn heel? I don't know. I really haven't paid attention to NXT. If she's still in NXT, I have not paid attention. I do see her maybe as a psychotic Mickie James. That kind of way, maybe. But it wouldn't make any sense for her to turn heel now because she kind of missed the window with the whole AJ Lee thing. But since AJ has kind of gone on to greener pastures, I don't know why they would turn her heel. She's better off being a face right now, and then maybe with a good feud, or maybe the frustration of being behind AJ, or maybe being behind everyone else, That will be a great position for her to turn into a heel. But I really don't know now because I haven't really paid attention to NXT lately. What did you think of the Shane McMahon and Kane feud in the summer of '03? I loved it. Seriously, anything with Shane McMahon in it, I loved it because Shane McMahon literally raised the bar for what every wrestler was supposed to be during the Attitude Era and during the Ruthless Aggression Era. This guy did not care about getting himself hurt or and put in harm's way. He literally trained just like the wrestlers were trained. He was put in the same position as being a wrestler. He was literally being humbled by the day every time he got into a ring or a match or a feud with someone. He literally outdid his dad. In my opinion, he outdid the Vince McMahon Stone Cold Steve Austin feud. In my humble opinion, he went far beyond the Call of Duty, and I really do miss Shane McMahon because he really brought some fun back in the WWE. It's not really fun anymore, but I really do miss Shane for that reason. It just got way too serious, and that's probably why he left. We should come back, man. You were awesome. But that's just me. Anyway, let's move on to the questions that I have on YouTube. Thanks, guys, so much for sending me these questions, and I will get started as quick as possible. My first set of questions from YouTube actually comes from Kimahari Ronzo. I hope I pronounced it right. But what would you do if your girlfriend, Tama Girl 101, shaved your head while you were sleeping and cut that nice afro of yours? Number one, Tama Girl know better. She know better not to mess with her hair unless I give her permission to. And honestly, she wouldn't really do that. She's not that spiteful. Do you like your afro? Yeah, I like it. I mean, I really do. It's actually pretty. It's a pretty cool afro. I mean, I didn't think I would really be able to pull off an afro, but yeah, I like it. I think I look cute in it. Has anybody ever touched your afro and does it feel like cotton when you touch it, or like a sponge? Honestly, it feels more like cotton. I just have to put oil on it pretty much every single day. But yeah, I mean, I have to put oil on it every day just to keep it soft. And what did you think of the Basham brothers and that big black chick, Shaniqua? I love Shaniqua. That was the only reason why I liked the Basham brothers, because of her. That chick was funny. She was just she was just hilarious, straight up. I loved her. But anyway, let's move on to Final Limits. Do you think Ariana G likes to kiss up to her fans by posting on Twitter, "I love you guys so much"? Is she being real or fake to get people to like her? Well, let's just say celebrities are a little bit too open on Twitter about everything. So I really wouldn't be surprised if that's actually her speaking. I really wouldn't be surprised at all. And the next set of questions actually comes from, well, my last set, it comes from Final Limits. Did you see Taylor Swift at the AMAs on Sunday? No, I really didn't watch the AMAs, but I did see what she wore on Fashion Police. Is Ariana G fake, or is she real with her fans and media? Let's just say this, and I actually remember Chris Rock saying this on one of his stand-ups that he did a long time ago. When you see a girl in the club, and the club is still jumping, you're not meeting her, you're meeting her representative. So honestly, I feel like in the media, it's her representative. To her fans in public, it's her representative. Behind closed doors, it's all her. So do I really know she's representing her fans? I don't know. It could be the fact that she's just keeping it real. I have no idea. I really have no idea. But the fact that she could care less about what anybody said about her when she spoke for Justin Bieber, maybe it is a real her. I have no idea. Thoughts on Kendall Jenner turning 18 and the controversial nip slip at the photo shoot of hers? Okay, great. Whoop-de-frickin' do. She's 18. And those that have a countdown, good grief, find something better to do. Get a life. And and the controversial nip slip, we all know that Kendall Jenner is a model. We all know she's very tall. We all know she has model boobies, which means she has very small breasts. But she wears outfits that are couture, that don't fit her top, and they come down eventually. Paris Hilton had that issue because she lacked in the boob area, and she has small boobs. So it happens, especially with the stuff that she's wearing. Do you watch E News? And if so, who are your favorite people who works on that show? Um, there are times that I can actually say that I like. I don't know. I mean, I don't really watch E News that often, but I will say this: there are times that I like Juliana Rancic. There are times that I actually do like her, and there are times she just straight up annoys me. The new black guy that's actually it's sad that I don't know his name. I just call him the new black guy, but he really tries to fit in, and in my opinion, it's an epic fail. It just doesn't work the way he's. There are times it works, and there are times it don't work. But everybody else in the show kind of gets on my nerves. But Juliana's the type of chick that keeps it real, and there are times that I like her, and there are times that I don't. So I will say Juliana Rancic, and I don't remember the black guy's name, but he can be cool sometimes too. But thanks so much for sending me questions, guys. If you have any other questions for me, by all means, send it to me via YouTube or on Twitter at RKH30 hashtag Nature Girl Q&A. If I left anybody out, I will definitely look on my list and make sure I answered every question, and it will be on the next Q&A. So don't think I left you out. It's Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out.